All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So this is just a follow-up video. I think it's been about 4 or 5 days or so with the T1, the Ulefone T1 Premium Edition. 4G on this thing has been good. Performance has been decent. Battery life has been really good. Cameras, I've tested them out in multiple situations. The cameras aren't as good as I want them to be. But again, I have some pretty high-powered cameras. So, you know, when you set a bar really high for yourself, you know, you could be a little let down, but this phone is only like 250 bucks or 270 bucks. So it's totally acceptable. It does have a telephoto lens on here, so the camera quality is pretty decent when you get the good zoom on there. I did get a pro tip from someone. They said, hey Jay, install the Google Camera APK and you'll be able to get 4K recording out of this thing. Because when I did the first video, it recorded in 1080p and that was the peak. So I'll try that out. Shout out to that person for giving me that pro tip by installing the Google Camera app, APK on here and see if I can pull 4K recording out of this. There's other applications too, like Open Camera. I just haven't tried them yet. I've just been using the phone. Other than that, you know, the speaker on this thing is pretty good. Like some of these phones, it's loud, but it seems almost a little hollow. And you know, that's just what it is. Fingerprint Reader is gotten faster since I first did the initial video. So it's still slower than most phones, than some phones. I shouldn't say most, but it's actually pretty fast. So I don't know, just the more I've been using it, I guess the fingerprint's getting used to my finger. I don't know, and it's just opening up faster. I did leave this screen protector on here, you know, just to have a little bit of protection. There's another one in the box, but I didn't feel the need to take it off. Some people rip those off immediately, but some phones that don't have the higher Gorilla Glass ratings, they scratch really easy. So that was something I wanted to avoid. So quick video, man. I did put Nova Launcher on here. This phone has 6 gigs of RAM. But when I compare it to other phones that have 6 gigs of RAM, I just didn't feel the readiness, or it didn't feel as fast. And I think that's solely because of the Google Now launcher that was on here. I don't know. So I put Nova Launcher on here, and it's been performing pretty well. It does really good. So, but it does have 6 gigs of RAM, as you can see here, and it's been doing great. I don't have any complaints about that, I guess. And now that I have Nova Launcher on here, the stock launcher didn't make it sluggish. Again, it just made it feel like it wasn't as responsive as other phones with 6 gigs of RAM. So that's a choice that I made. You don't have to do that when you buy yours. Links in the description, by the way. So, but the phone is a fluid phone. Now, it does have a Helio P25, I believe, is in here. So the benchmarks on that will get you about 70,000 if you're into that. But I'm more into how does it perform daily. And daily, the phone is really good. You do get 128 gigs in here, plus you get an SD card slot along with that 6 gigs of RAM. So it's pretty decent. I don't have any complaints about that. Overall, the battery life has been good. You should be able to make it through a full day with this phone and into your next day without charging, even with moderate to heavy use, because it has a 3,680 milliamp hour battery inside, I think it is, and it definitely can tell. So pretty much almost a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, and you've got a winner here. So for 250, or whatever the price might be at the time that you're purchasing, depending on where you get it from, links in the description. Right now, it's retailing for about $269, I believe it is. So be sure to check the link for promotional pricing you might see down there. But this is a win-win either way. For those that have questions about importing phones, or some of the phones that from GearBest, this is actually a really good phone to import, because you get an eclectic color. And it has 128 gigs. It's got 6 gigs of RAM. It has all the LTE bands for the US. So give this one a try. If you were kind of on the fence about the Xiaomi Mi A1, which is an Android phone, you know, because the bands aren't listed for that one, but it does work in the US under 4G LTE. So try this one, because this one officially is listed with all the bands, and you still get stock Android. But you get 6 gigs of RAM with this, and you get 128 gigs of storage on board. So it's your man Jay Will. Just want to do a quick follow-up video on the Ulefone T1. Hope you guys enjoyed. Links in the description, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.